Welcome back from break, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, and hopefully all the tech issues that we were dealing with on Monday are now resolved. As of almost 3 o'clock on Monday, they are not. But we're going to start ratios and proportions today, Tuesday, January 5th. First, I want to show you how you can do a split screen if you put your Chromebook in tablet mode and then turn it portrait mode, and that way you can watch the video and take notes at the same time without having to flip back and forth. Okay, so the first trick, and you can do this when you're in laptop mode, is have the video that you want to watch in one window, and then have your notes here in a separate window, not a separate tab. If they're currently in the same window, you can grab the tab and pull it down, and then it becomes a new window. Okay, so 2 separate windows. Now I'm going to flip into tablet mode and hold things horizontally. Okay, so it's a lovely camera angle. Okay, so you see here on the top, you've got your video, and then behind it is your notes that you need to be writing on. So I'm just going to slide those so I can see them both. And then I press play on my video, it's going to go, and I can still continue to write on my notes on the bottom half of the screen. So now you can do both things. Okay. Give you a second to get that set up.
Okay, now that you've had a second to set your screen up so you can see both video and notes, let's get started on similarity and trigonometry. I'm going to go through the notes first, and then we're going to start on the notebook. Okay. So we're going to start with ratios, which is a nice, easy review. It's a comparison of two numbers using division. You'll see it in a couple of ways. You'll see it as A to B, so it would be like a ratio of 3 to 5, A colon B, a ratio of 3 to 5, and A over B, which is still called a ratio of 3 to 5. So it's all read the same way, A to B, A to B, A to B. These are just the 3 different symbols. Okay. Equivalent ratios are two ratios that have the same simplified form or the same simplified fraction. So if we're expressing the ratio of width to height, so it'll be 30 to 15 width to height. We just need to simplify the fraction. That would be 30 over 15. So that would be 2 over 1. So you could leave it in that form, or you could put 2 to 1 or 2 colon 1. So all 3 of those are answers for this ratio of width to height. Okay, extended ratios are when you're comparing more than 2 items. And you would still read it the same way, A to B to C, or A to B to D to C to D. Express the ratios of sides. So if we're going to express the ratios of the 3 sides, it doesn't specify here, but I'm going to go with smallest to largest. So it would be 12 to 16 to 20. But we're going to simplify that. So what's the greatest common factor of all 3 of these sides? Or what's the largest number that we can divide everything by? And that would be 4. All of these can be divided by 4. So 12 divided by 4, 16 divided by 4, and 20 divided by 4 gives us an extended ratio of 3 to 4 to 5. Now, you're not going to see this in fraction form. So you're not going to see 3 over 4 over 5. Like, that's not okay. But you could use the 2's or you can use the colons. Okay, let's simplify a couple of ratios. We got 35 to 7. So you're just thinking about the biggest number that you can divide both of those by. That would be 7. So we've got 5 to 1. Biggest number you can divide all three of these by, I believe, is 9. Let's see, so that would be 5, 7, and 12. And then 39 and 13, the biggest number you can divide both of those by is 13, and you get 3 to 1. Now let's go back a step. So let's say you didn't realize that 9 was the biggest one and you just divided everything by 3. Oops, sorry about that. So if I divide everything by 3, I get 15, 21, and 36. Okay, and now I can look at that and be like, you know, those aren't simplest form. So what else can I divide all three of these by? I can again divide by 3, and then I get 5, 7, and 12. So it just takes an extra step if you don't get the greatest common factor right away. Okay, last thing for today is will be this slope slide. Write the ratio expressing the slope. So if we're going to do the slope of AB, that's up here, AB. Since it's on a graph, I'm not going to do the y minus y over x minus x. I'm going to just count it out. Vertical change over horizontal change. We get a vertical change of 1 and a horizontal change of 7. So my slope is 1 over 7, and that's already in simplest form. So for CD, vertical change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Horizontal change 4. So that one's not in simplest form. 2 over 1. That would be a slope that looks like this. Yep, 2 over 1 works. And then for EF, vertical change 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Be 8. And I just realized that CD is a negative slope because I went down to get from C to D. So don't forget that negative sign. And back to there, horizontal change is 3. So that's already in simplest form. So slope is a ratio because it's comparing the rise to the run. It's comparing the vertical change to the horizontal change. Oops. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is open the ST Notes file. We're starting a new unit, so we got a new section of notes. If you want, you can link that CAMI assignment into your ST1 similarity and ratios page right now. So just as a reminder of how to do that, you'll click on the share button and then copy that link. And then back in your notes file, make a text box, ratios, notes, and then Control K will give you that link. And if you don't want the actual link to look there, highlight the box and not the text. Control A, K. All right, good. And now the whole box is a link. Okay, but I want you to link this notes file into your actual notebook. So you're going to copy the URL, Control C, and then you need to go back to your Google Drive and find your notebook cover. Okay. Okay, notebook cover looks like this. This is the similarity and trigonometry section of the ST. So if you click on that, the little blue box should pop up. If you did not get a little blue box, steal one from down below, copy, paste it, and then move it into paste. Control C, copy, Control V, paste. If you did, when you do have the little blue box, again, Control K, and you'll paste in that link. Okay, I do want you to get started on the assignment that's posted in there. You can get started with the ratios. Well, and we do want to have a meeting the last 10 minutes of class. We're going to talk about a little bit about how late work is going to change for this semester. So I will see you shortly.